Hello everyone and welcome to my live Premier League predictions for the 2021-2022 season. As you can see here, we got the tier list up and ready to go with all the teams down here. We got champions, top 4, top 6, top half, the bottom half, relegation threatened teams, and then the relegated teams. Before we get into this though, need to send out a link in the Discord. 1 second. I got this, everyone. Quick link out in the Discord, and we will be up and running. All right. Let's get this thing going. You're late. I think I timed that pretty perfectly, Pookie. Welcome into the stream, though. How you doing today? Alright, where to start? Start with the top 4. I won't tell you the champions yet, but I have the standard top 4 of everyone else. Of Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Man United. Will save the suspense for the champion. What's up, Harley? Welcome back. I'm finally streaming. Can you believe it? What's up, Guido? How's the audio levels, everyone? Hear me okay? Hopefully. Alright. This is going to be my top 4. Once again, I'll save the champion for later. We'll head down into the relegation category. I think Watford will be going down. I think they could be staying up. They weren't convincing, though. They beat Aston Villa on the opening day of the league, but that Brighton loss was not convincing for me. Alright, so on to our next relegation. We'll actually put all these teams in relegation threatened for now. I think the 3 promoted teams will be threatened, personally. So we just need to have 6 teams in the relegation threatened, and then we can move who we need down to relegated. Got Southampton in there. Once again, I don't think they have enough quality. Selling Vestergaard and Ings was not a good look. They haven't replaced him with much except for Adam Armstrong. I think that's a good signing. He's unproven in the Prem, though. He had a great season in the Championship for Blackburn. Will he prove himself in the Prem? We don't know. On to our next relegation threatened team. I think it's going to be Crystal Palace under Vieira. I think they'll do enough to stay up. Spoiler alert, I think they'll do enough, but I don't like the way they set up. They're so defensive, and I think they'll be in and around relegation all of this season. Next team up in and around relegation, I think Burnley. That might be an obvious choice, but I think Burnley are not amazing. They haven't bought anyone really. Again, I think Sean Dyche will keep him up, though. So I think Palace and Burnley will be just fine, as well as I think Brentford will be just fine. So the relegated bunch: Norwich, Watford, and Southampton for me. In which order? I'm gonna go Norwich 20th, Watford 18th, Norwich 20th, Watford 19th, and Southampton 18th. I think that is a relatively safe order. If Southampton buy any more quality with the Danny Ings money, then I think they'll stay up, maybe in place of Burnley. I think Brentford will be just fine, and I think it'll pan out like this. So Norwich in 20th, Watford in 19th, Southampton in 18th, Crystal Palace in 17th, Burnley in 16th, and Brentford in 15th. Now into the bottom half, we'll just start working our way up. I'll just chuck a bunch of teams in there. I think Wolves will be in and around there. I think Brighton will be in and around there. Newcastle obviously will be in and around. Southampton relegated, yeah. I don't think they have the quality to stay up. Not for me. They drew against Man United, but It didn't look convincing against Everton. The home fans might keep them up, but they just don't have the quality for me. Yeah, fair enough. Good point. I still think Arsenal will finish here. I'll get the order sorted in a few here, and then lastly in the bottom half, I'm gonna go with West Ham. I think the Europa League will kind of test their squad depth. I think they'll finish top of this group. You know what? Yeah, I think it'll finish like this, with West Ham 11th, Wolves in a safe 12th place, Brighton 13th, and Newcastle 14th. I know West Ham got a big 4-1 win against Leicester yesterday, but once again, Europa League, not a huge fan of their squad depth. They didn't buy much, so yeah, they got Shea Adams and Armstrong. I think Danny Ings and Vestergaard going will be too much, though. You know what? While we're here, we'll just look at their transfer market. Not Watford. Southampton. There we go. Alright, let's look at their ins and outgoings here. Transfers, current season transfers. Yeah, they bought in Armstrong and Livramento. Those are really the only two. Livramento, to be fair, has been good. He pushed Walker Peters out of the squad, but Chelsea have a buyback clause. Just look at these sales, though. Danny Ings and Vestergaard are probably, arguably, two of their most important players this year. I don't see it. Broja, maybe. We'll get some game time up front. Shea Adams was inconsistent last season. Livramento's not Premier League proven, and Adam Armstrong's not Premier League proven. So it could be a really good season. I'm talking like 13th, 12th for Southampton, or it could be really bad and they just go down. Also, how they finished last season, they won like one game out of 10 at the end of last season, if my stats are right. It was like 1 or 2 games out of 10 to finish. They had a bad end of the season. We'll chuck in the top half Everton and Villa as well in there. Which order? We'll also chuck Leeds in there. That'll leave Leicester in 5th and Tottenham in 6th. So in the 7th to 10th range, I think it's tough. We'll see. We'll leave the suspense. We'll leave it to some suspense here. I think it's gonna be something like this. Maybe Arsenal. Yeah, I think that's a fair order. Right there. 9th place for Arsenal. You know what I could see, though, is Arsenal sacking Arteta in, I would say, like, December, and then them having a little honeymoon period and a resurgence, and then just finishing, like, 7th, getting Conference League. So, you know what? I'm actually going to stick with that. I think they get... conference. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think they get Conference League because they sack Arteta in December. That is a bold guess, but I think it's going to happen. And then you got Everton in 8th, missing out on European football again. Leeds in 9th, Aston Villa in 10th. I was really high on Aston Villa, but I think if everything works out well, Aston Villa have a ton, an embarrassment of talent. But if it doesn't, I can see them finishing in 10th, 11th, 12th down here. I guess we'll just have to see. So this leaves us with Leicester in 6th, Tottenham in 7th. He's going to Chelsea, I think. So yeah, I think I think we're going to get him on a loan to buy because we do need a fourth center mid. Because all we have right now, it's a great group, but we don't have any center mid depth. All we have is Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. That's it. Billy Gilmore's out on loan. He's... This should be good here. Sorry. Yeah, no, we linked with both, but Man United linked with him whole summer. I want to see Saul transfer market. Alright. He's been linked really heavily with Chelsea over the last couple days. Rumors. Yeah, 54% for United, but he's been linked with Chelsea for a good few days now, and it looks like it's gaining momentum. Tuchel really wants him. I think if you do get a center mid, though, if you get a Declan Rice or a Saul or even a Tchouaméni, who Chelsea have been looking at, if you get a top-class midfielder, I think United come really, really close. But I'm going off what I see right now. So I'm going to go Chelsea champions. You can call me biased if you want, but I think Romelu Lukaku will be the key player for us. We need a player that can bang in the goals. He's already scored against Arsenal. The way he played with his back to goal was brilliant against Arsenal. The hold-up play, guys to run off of Mason Mount and Timo Werner you can throw in there, Kai Havertz. There's just so many combinations that you can throw in. So much squad depth for Chelsea. We're solid defensively. We got those two bombing wingbacks with Reece James and Ben Chilwell. So I see us finishing champions this season. I think City comes second. I think Liverpool come third with Virgil van Dijk back and that whole defense back. If they get Andy Robertson back and if Liverpool beat us, I think they could go on and have a really sustained title charge this season. And Man United fourth. Anyone can score against Arsenal? Yeah. But the way we need a player at that stature. And honestly, we did not score against Arsenal last season, except for... Oh, we did lose 3-1 at Christmas time. Yeah. But yeah, he dominated Arsenal. So I think United finished fourth. If you guys do, if you guys get a center mid, I see you finishing third. But I think Liverpool edge you guys right now. You know, though, with the Africa Cup of Nations coming up, it could be like this. I think City finished second. I think Chelsea finished fourth. If you guys do sign a center mid, once again, if you guys sign a center mid, I think you guys get a title challenge. If not, I don't think you're there quite yet. You need a Declan Rice. You need a Saul. This is before the transfer window closes, so there's time. But right now, it doesn't look like it. You've splashed around a lot of cash on Varane and Sancho, so I don't know how that'll work, but I guess we'll see. Liverpool, yes. Salah, Jota has been really good for Liverpool. He's banging in the goals now. If Liverpool beat Chelsea this weekend, I think they put in a serious title challenge. To be fair, it was a very weakened... the big team struggled a lot last season. Chelsea didn't have the resurgence until Tuchel came in. We were second in the league when after Tuchel came in. So it's different teams this season. Liverpool have Virgil van Dijk back, who contributed to a goal against Burnley. Varane was not a lot of money. He was still 45 million pounds, I think, around that 45 million. I'm just saying, I think you guys could get a center mid, but I don't know how stingy you guys are with money. I don't know if you'll panic buy at the end of the window, or I don't know if the owners will say, nah, that's enough investment. Ole should get that done. And also, that raises another point. I don't think Ole's quite good enough yet to put in a serious title challenge. I don't know if he's good enough yet. United do not finish second. If you put United over City, you're having a laugh. United in no world finished over City. It's 37 mil, yeah. Once again, if you get a Declan Rice or some of that stature, I think you guys put in a serious challenge. But until then, with Ole and Fred in the midfield, you guys cannot put in a title challenge with Fred in the midfield. I'm sorry. As a starter, you can't put in a title challenge with Fred in the midfield. And who else you got in that? You got Matic, obviously McTominay, but that's about it. That midfield needs to strengthen. And the manager, I'll give Ollie this season, but if he doesn't put in a serious title challenge, I'm still not convinced about him. $41 million, actually, for a World Cup winner and has multiple La Liga and Champions Leagues. Yeah, how much confidence does Ollie have in him? Because he didn't play him against Southampton. Wait till Rashi recovers. We'll see. A center forward also could be an issue. Mason Greenwood, I know, has been good. Cavani, does he still have it in him? You guys don't have a certified goal scorer. I know you have Bruno. You guys spread the goals around, kind of like Chelsea did last season. You guys spread around the goals last season. You had Bruno, who was scoring the goals. You had Cavani scoring some. You had Rashford scoring some. I think you guys still need a top class goal scorer as well, with Martial and Cavani likely leaving in the summer on probably free transfers because their contracts run out in the summer. A Harry Kane would be massive. He came in before the Leeds game, so he had that whole week to train. Lukaku came in after the Crystal Palace game. He wasn't even announced before, or he was announced, but he had to quarantine for 5 days. Yeah, Lukaku and Varane had the same amount of days to train. And also, why didn't Sancho start that game? I don't know. It's interesting decisions. This table looks pretty decent to me. I think Leicester will just miss out on the top 4 again. United linked with Kane. Yeah. I think Harry Kane would... This sounds obvious, but he would significantly boost your chances at the title. I don't know if Kane wants to play with... I know Kane doesn't want to play with Tottenham. I don't know if he'll get his move. Levy's been kind of stingy, I guess you could say, with him. I need to go to rumors. Yeah. Realistically, it's Manchester City. Because these are recovering from COVID. Who, Sancho or Varane? Yeah. In the bottom half, you know, I think it just comes down to Norwich. I know they had a tough start to the season, but I don't see it in them. I think they're still too young. They just have a lot of young talent that I think they'll honestly sell at some point. Sancho? Didn't hear about that. Interesting. Man United. Let's see. I just want to see United starting 11 here. I mean, yeah, if you throw a Varane in there, I think he'll be a great partner with Lindelof. Varane, that is. I think he'll be amazing with Lindelof, to be honest. Or with Maguire, not Lindelof. With Harry Maguire, someone fast, more mobile. I think he'll be amazing with Maguire. Still a question mark with Mason Greenwood, because I can see a guy like him, who's played out on the wing a ton, being inconsistent at striker. You guys are going to rely a lot on Cavani and Martial. And Martial, sorry, he's been dreadful over the past year or so. I know it wasn't. I'm just looking at like a projected starting lineup for your season. Once again, Fred, that's a massive problem. You could drop Pogba back here. Does it solve your midfield issues? No. You guys need a holding midfielder. Pogba's not going to do that for you. You need a Declan Rice again or a Saul. Luke Shaw is good. Wan-Bissaka is good. The back line's really solid with Shaw, Maguire, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, De Gea. De Gea is another. He's played on the wing a lot though. All of last season, to my knowledge, he played on the wing for United. I don't know. Though. Fair? Will he be consistent enough? Will Mason Greenwood be able to lead a title-challenging line by himself? I don't think so. And then you're left with just him and Cavani, and aging Edison Cavani. I don't know about that. De Gea is a question mark in goal. He's had some interesting mistakes in games. Dean Henderson's too young. There is problems. Midfield, striker, and goalkeeper are the main problems for me. Meanwhile, if I can just find this here. This isn't it. Trying to find Chelsea's squad depth here. Yeah, here you go. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's hard to see it. It's not about that. He could be so much better potential-wise, but does he have what it takes right now to lead a line? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, with Chelsea here, you got Lukaku, Werner, Havertz, Pulisic, Mount, Ziyech, and you got Kante, and then hopefully a Saul or a Tchouaméni. In the midfield, Jorginho, Kovacic, Chilwell, Alonso, James Hudson-Odoi, Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Zuma, Azpilicueta, Chalba, or a Jules Koundé, and then Mendy and Kepa. There's a lot more squad depth in Chelsea's team, and with Tuchel's 3 at the back system, I think they'll be better than Man United. Same with Liverpool. I think Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk coming back is going to be very tough. It's pretty much the same team, except the midfield. Another problem for Liverpool, the midfield could cause problems with Wijnaldum leaving to PSG on a free. He was a decently big role, or he played a decently big role in Liverpool's midfield the last couple seasons, their title challenging and winning seasons. So that could be an interesting development with Liverpool's midfield. City, we know. I'd be willing to concede Man United going 3rd. I think these two could flip-flop. But I'm sticking with Liverpool. Alright. I think that is good enough for the predictions. We got Norwich in 20th, Watford in 19th, Southampton in 18th, Palace in 17th, Burnley 16th, the Bees of Brentford in 15th, Newcastle 14th, Brighton 13th, Wolves 12th, West Ham 11th, Aston Villa 10th, Leeds 9th, Everton 8th, Arsenal 7th, Tottenham and Leicester making up 6th and 5th, respectively. And then you got United, Liverpool, and City in the top 4 in the order of United 4th, Liverpool 3rd, City 2nd, and then you have Chelsea as champions. There you go. My Premier League predictions. Some people are happy, some are not. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm back live streaming on the channel. And yeah, you're telling me that Man United has a worse midfield than Liverpool? It's tight. They both don't have convincing midfield. That's why I'm saying it could go either way. Manager's going to play a big part as well. Ollie, I don't think has what it takes right now to do a title charge. I mean, last season, I want to make this point. Last season, Man United went down. Sorry. Last season, Man United went down by a goal or two so many. Maybe my microphone won't let me make this point, but Man United went down by a goal or two so many times away from Old Trafford, and can they come back like they've always done with fans? Because they went down 2 goals against Southampton. They came back 1-3-2 last season. And this year, they only got a draw out of it. We'll see. Bruno and Pogba, I'm talking about defensive midfield. You guys do not have a good defensive midfielder. That's the problem. Pogba's great. Bruno's great. It comes down to if you guys get a Saul or a Declan Rice. You cannot have Fred or McTominay starting in a title challenging midfield. I'm sorry. I don't see it personally. Just my opinions though. Yeah. Looks good to me. One player. What, they were world class? That's fair. Are you saying you're gonna have a Bruno and Pogba pivot? Is that where you guys going for? You guys need some sort of stability in the midfield. There's no balance in that. There's absolutely no balance. Pogba's better on the left wing than as a holding midfielder. Like, there's no balance in that midfield. With Kovacic and Jorginho, it's a balance. No. One second, everyone. Do this. There we go, that's better. It's results like these that worry me with United. It's inconsistency. Do they have enough to go the whole length of a season? Yeah, exactly. That's the worry. Ollie cannot have you guys challenging for a title. I can't see it. Fred and McTominay are just not good enough. Can we go back to tables? Let me check something here. Sorry everyone, I'm just trying to sort this out real quick. There we go. Alright, yeah. So I just wanted to see... where are the results? Results, there we go. Just scroll down here. There's a lot of matches that make you scratch your head with this United team. You guys have perfect example here. You draw with Crystal Palace 0-0 and then go out and beat Man United. I trust you guys to put in a strong challenge for the title for probably the first 20 to 25 games. And you'll probably come back to this in 20, 25 games and say, I told you. But at the end of the day, they don't have the consistency. Alright, sounds good, Pookie. 1-1 with West Brom. 3-3 with Everton. 2-1 against Sheffield. Leicester. We'll not go with the Leicester result. But, yeah, you know what I mean. It's just not... the consistency isn't there. 1-0 to Arsenal down there. 0-0 with Leeds. I trust you guys fully to win those Man United versus Chelsea was so boring. Tuchel played so deep and defensive. Yeah. At that point, we were still in like the transitional period with Tuchel where we didn't have a goal scorer. We didn't have a Lukaku. All we had was Werner, and Havertz wasn't playing well up front at the time. Yeah, we did not have a goal scorer. So the main thing about Tuchel coming in was just steadying the ship, giving us some solidarity. Go back to 9-0 against Southampton? No. I'll go back to the 1-1 against Southampton right here. Yeah. This man is going to be the main problem for you guys. There you go. Yep, Ollie's going to be the main problem. In my opinion. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. these are my Premier League predictions. Chelsea first, United second, Liverpool third, and Manchester United fourth. Let me know what you guys want to see me stream. I think I want to wait till FIFA 22 for FIFA content. Werner's your best. It does make great runs. To be fair, I don't think we would have won the Champions League without Timo Werner, because he made that goal for Kai Havertz with that decoy run he had. But, yep. Alright, we'll wrap it up there. These are my predictions. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future before FIFA 22. Maybe you guys want to see me do a live Premier League predictions for each match week, which we can do tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Is that something you guys want to see? Chilwell and Reece James wouldn't start in the United team. Same with Pulisic. I think Reece James gets into the United team. I agree with Pulisic, and Luke Shaw's performed really well, so I'm willing to concede that. But Reece James, I think, is better than Wan-Bissaka, personally. Wan-Bissaka is great defensively. He just gets caught out of position way too much. I mean, the amount of goals he's conceded just from being out of position, it's crazy. Reece James solid defensively, and he's even better going forward. So, oh, also, I want you to watch how many assists Reece James gets this season. The quality of ball he delivers into the box, if we had a clinical number 9 last season, he would have been pushing 10 to 15 assists. I mean, mark my words, he will get 10-15 assists this season. I can almost guarantee it with Lukaku. He puts it into perfect positions pretty much every time. Yeah, do you guys want to see me predict the next few match weeks, or next match week of the Premier League? Let me know. If not, we'll be back to beat TBD. TBD. Alright. I've been TGTV. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.